What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out. Now, with this video, we are jumping into Fear State with Batman issue number 112. Now, if you didn't check out Fear State Alpha, if you haven't been keeping up with the Batman line, go ahead and check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on in the Batman line. And after getting Fear State Alpha, we are seeing Gotham City finally descend into how the Magistrate is able to take over, with the Peacekeepers now being activated. With Sean Mahoney, Peacekeeper number 1, going out there, he gets hit by Scarecrow, and with him on the loose, losing his mind, the Magistrate is making their play on Alleytown. And this is supposed to be their shining beacon. This is supposed to be the light at the end of the tunnel, to show what the Magistrate can do for the people of Gotham City. And with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright, gang, so as we dive into Fear State Part 1, we are picking up with Batman absolutely petrified, trying his best to get a hold of Oracle, trying to get in communication with anybody in the Bat family, because as it stands, he is in absolute terror. He is afraid that Scarecrow is controlling his mind. He can feel him rambling around up there. He can see him moving around in live action, trying to let anybody know that it's not simply a toxin. And right now, he can't trust his eyes. And while Batman is struggling so much to gather his wits, to try to defeat this toxin moving across his brain, Simon Saint is doing his propaganda. He's going on late night talk shows, he's putting up commercials for Saint Industries, letting them know that there is a softer side to this company, that this company is here to help them. They want to build Gotham City. They show pretty ladies, they show puppy dogs, they show flowers and birds and bright blue skies, the same kind of propaganda that you see with pharmaceutical ads, saying that the old Gotham has finally died out, that vigilantes can no longer protect them, that the Magistrate is the only option. GCPD is not equipped or trained to fight off masked clowns and caped individuals. And that with his new Peacekeeper initiative, with his new working army, they will be able to defend Gotham City and bring a new era about. And it's smart. It's a good play on Simon Saint's part. This propaganda is going to do wonders, because as it stands, nobody knows who Simon Saint is. Nobody knows that he's been working with Scarecrow to scare the entire populace of Gotham City to initiate his Magistrate program to begin with. Nobody knows that they were behind the bombing. Nobody knows that they were behind every single bad thing that has been happening, because Simon Saint's goal was to take over the city, to put it into a totalitarian rule. And as this propaganda gets spread around, Batman is making his way out to the Batmobile, making his way out here. He's not sure what he's seeing. He's not sure what is real. He is not sure what is fake and what is reality. But as he makes his way into the vehicle, he takes a shot, appearing to be some kind of antitoxin to fight off whatever Scarecrow put in him. He injects himself, and with this injection, all of the illusions, they disappear. And Batman finds himself sitting in his car and having his brains back, having his wits about him again. And as he starts up the Batmobile, he tries getting in communication with anybody. Oracle, somebody, but nobody is online. It appears that the Oracle system has been shut down, and over Gotham City, some kind of UFO-shaped ship is hovering above it. And so with him hightailing his way back into town, Simon Saint is on talk shows currently, just talking about how the Magistrate's going to be different, it's going to be better, it's going to be the epitome of everything that Gotham City needs. But while he gives those speeches, right now, Peacekeeper number 1, Sean Mahoney, is absolutely losing his mind, not knowing who he is, not knowing where he is, only knowing that he has one mission ahead. and that is to protect Gotham City. Knowing he is meant to be the good guy, but as he looks around at the ground, he finds nothing but bodies. Thinking that he has failed, thinking that he was supposed to save all of these people. He feels like he failed them. He feels like he is already too late. But the reality is, none of this is real. What he is seeing is what Scarecrow wanted him to see. Injected with the toxin, Sean Mahoney standing around a crowd of innocent individuals that are staring at him like he is losing his freaking mind. He pulls out a sword and it looks like he is about to start slaying everybody around him. But that's what's going to take us to the clock tower, with Batman making his way here, hoping that somebody is still around. But the drugs are still affecting him. His mind is still off. His equilibrium is still not right. And so as he's standing here, Cassie is able to get the drop on him and puts Batman on his back. Obviously completely shocked that he is still alive, she brings him inside and they all sit down and they have a discussion. Him and all his Batgirls, they're talking. They're talking about what has happened over the last 12 hours that he has been out of commission. Because in that time frame, the magistrate has taken over. Scarecrow has let loose. It appears Scarecrow has taken over the Oracle system. He took over the Oracle system and is putting out a message not to trust anybody. Not to trust your government, Batman, or the magistrate. Instilling that fear into everybody. Because that is Scarecrow's goal. That has always been Scarecrow's goal. To scare them so far to break everything and see what comes out on the other side. And so with everything going on, their main priority is going to be Peacekeeper #1. Because Sean Mahoney is essentially a loaded gun by the hand of Scarecrow. And now that gun is out running around the city and quite possibly could bring such destruction and mayhem upon everything. And so Batman tells Oracle to get in contact with Ghostmaker. And of course, the GhostNet is still online. It's actually the only thing that is still online. And Batman tries to find out exactly what is going on with Ghostmaker, Harley Quinn, and everything that they're doing with the Insanity Collective. And of course, he says that situation, it's a bit complicated. And it's complicated because right now they are underneath Gotham City. Underneath Gotham City, they have come to Queen Ivy, which is what she is calling herself now. Seeming to split from herself, we are seeing a Poison Ivy with all of the negative traits and none of the good traits. A survivor, a ruler, a conqueror. And though the situation it is currently stable, Queen Ivy has allowed them to stay down here. But everybody's a little anxious. Everybody's a little bit on edge because they don't trust anything that is going on here, especially with Poison Ivy, Queen Ivy, creating a system to where if she dies, all of Gotham City would crumble down with her. But with the situation being stable enough, Batman says that he needs some help because as it stands, his mind isn't right and he needs Ghostmaker by his side. And so with Ghostmaker on his way, they start going over everything that is going on, with Scarecrow clearly having something bigger at play. He's not remembering anything that happened while he was in the custody of Scarecrow, and he's using some kind of new technology. Not that's just fear-based toxin, but something that is much more dangerous. Because he's been working behind the scenes this entire time, and this entire city is about to go up like a powder keg. But the biggest danger right now is people in their houses. People absolutely freaking terrified, not knowing what is next, not knowing what to do, afraid of everything and everybody. There's a good chance that they could see an entire city uproar. And with this city going in complete lockdown, with everybody terrified of their shadows, this is the perfect time for Scarecrow to enact his final plan. Now this is where we pick up with Simon Saint, because Simon Saint, being the individual he is, he's got backup plans. He's not a stupid individual. And when he created Peacekeeper #1, he also built a contingency. And that contingency comes in the form of Ricardo. Ricardo, after seeing all of the commercials that Simon Saint has been doing, saying that he wants to help make this new Gotham a reality. This is his way of helping. This is his way of contributing to the cause. Now, Simon Saint, he didn't think it was necessary to do this just yet, but he always knew that they would need an off-the-books magistrate, an off-the-books peacekeeper, one with enhanced weaponry that the city would never sign off on. And so officially he does not exist. His designation does not exist, and the weapons inside of his prosthetics also do not exist. But this is Peacekeeper X, and his mission is to apprehend Sean Mahoney, to bring him in, and if he resists, to kill him right there on the spot and bring his armor back home. Because Simon Saint has every intention of bringing back the narrative and bringing back his Peacekeeper and showing Gotham City that the magistrate is exactly what they need. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. With this being part 1 of Fear State, we are seeing the stage get set for Future State. Not only that, we were introduced to Peacekeeper X. Now, I don't remember Peacekeeper X being in the Future State event, so it's going to be quite interesting to see who this individual is. Hell, for all we know, this could actually be the Red X. Wouldn't that be one heck of a twist for us to see there? But I highly doubt that be the case. I think we're going to see Red X make his appearance to the battlefield and probably end up getting his butt kicked after dealing out some crazy amount of damage. Just because we didn't see him in most of Future State, or any of Future State that I can remember. And it was mostly all of the Peacekeepers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so on and so forth. Now, this could just be something that they've been keeping secret, that they were keeping hidden, that the writers wanted to wait and disclose till now, and us really see everything transpire with the help of Peacekeeper X. But this story arc is going to be very promising. I'm very excited to see all of this transpire, to see Future State really the groundwork laid for it. We're seeing the foundation being laid. And I am super excited to see Peacekeeper #1 and Batman finally go head to head and have them have that duel where it is seemingly proposed that Batman has been killed or Bruce Wayne has been murdered. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you have not yet, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out, and until the next breakdown,